All right, so one of my favorite stories is the Stonecutter and normally the cathedral, but for today it's the Stonecutter and the Disney Castle. So many years ago, Middle Ages, there was this gentleman traveling across the country, and he came upon this stone quarry, and a number of people working there, and trying to just doing their thing, and he comes up to the first guy he sees there, and this guy's just it's hot. He's looks miserable. He's sitting there banging away with his hammer and his chisel, and he walks up to him and goes, "So, what are you doing?" The guy looks at him like he's crazy. He's like, "I'm cutting rocks. I mean, not that hard to figure out. Go away. I'm busy." Right? And so he walks on, and a little while later comes up to another person who was sitting there working, and this guy was he's very diligent working away, and he asked him, "So, sir, what are you doing?" And he goes, "Well, I am making stone blocks, perfectly flat, perfectly straight, perfect for building. It's fantastic, but I'm really busy. Go ahead and take off." And he wasn't as miserable as the first guy, but he's just doing his job, knocking it out, right? And then finally he comes to a third gentleman, and he asks him, so he's sitting here doing the same thing, hammer, chisel, banging on the rocks, and he goes, "What are you doing?" "I am building a castle. My small part here, making these stone blocks, is going to build a magnificent castle that people are going to come from the world around to see. It's going to be amazing." And it had this life and this vibrancy to him, and he was happy doing what he was doing out there in the hot sun with his hammer and chisel, right? And it was the difference of vision. So the question I have for you is, what are you building? How are you using BNI, right? Is it, all right, let me knock out these CEUs and get my stuff done, and okay, I can put my numbers in and good, I'm done, thank goodness, right? Are you just cutting the rocks? Or are you doing diligently what you need to do, and just building things in place, and you're making, you're the craftsman and making your stone blocks? Or are you really taking and using BNI for what it's for, creating that business, that relationship, that empire that we're all looking for, and helping other people do that, and talk about how amazing BNI is, right? Are you building the castle, or are you just cutting rocks? And that is my question for you today. What are you building? Because when we can have that vision of the castle or the cathedral in our minds, you take your business to the third power. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed this training. Please subscribe to my channel by clicking right there. This recording is brought to you by Third Power Performance, where we're helping successful professionals like you live, work, and play to the third power. For more information about Third Power Performance, you can either click on our preferred video there or go to our website at www.thirdpowerperformance.com.